Hi students, today we are going to learn about the chapter 2 linear equations in one variable. Let me start with recalling the previous what we have learned. So here I gave some algebraic expression 5x 2x minus 3 10 by y x square plus y square x plus y. These are all the algebraic expression. It have a one term, it contains two term, it contains one term, it contains two term, and it contains two terms. In this chapter we are going to see about an equation. So I gave one example equation 6x plus 3 is equal to 7. That means an algebraic expression contains with an equal sign is an equation. So expression if involves an equal sign, it is an equation, right? So if you see here, it's a linear equation. The topic you can see it as a linear equation. What do you mean by linear? Linear is nothing, just a highest power is 1, highest power of 1. If any expression in the power of 1, we can call it as a linear expression. If it is the equation, then it is a linear equation. Here you can see an highest power of this variable is 1, so it is a linear equation. Here highest power is 1, so it is a linear expression. Here is highest power 1. If here you can notice this highest power is 2, but it is not a linear, right? Next, so we are studying about an equation. So next we are moving to the LHS and RHS. It's a part of the equation. The left hand side of the equality sign, here the left hand side of the equality sign is a 6x plus 3, and right hand side of an equation is the 7. RHS is the right hand side of the equality sign. So here we go for the problem, solving equation which have linear expression on one side and number on the another side. You can see this example, linear expression is on one side of the equation and number is on another side. This we already know, we have solved just by using a transformation method. We can solve, just transform this 2 along with the signs subtraction. So if you bring here, it will become a addition. So x will be there because we have to find the value of x. That's why it's called as a solve. So x is equal to 7. So subtraction 2, if you transform, it will become an additional, right? Addition 2. So 7 plus 2 is 9. So the value of x is 9. Next problem is also same. You have to move by term wise only. Here is the second term is with x and first term is with number, right? 3 by 7 plus x is equal to 17 by 7. So we need to find an x value. So let me transfer this here. So I bring here, it will become a subtraction. So x is equal to minus 7 by 7 minus 3 by 7. So denominator are same. Without taking LCM, we can subtract the numerator. So numerator is 17 minus 3 is just 14. 14 by 7. And 14 by 7, it has a common factor is 7. So 2 times. So value of x is equal to 2. Clear? And here the another problem. And 17 plus 6p is equal to 9. So p is the term we need. The p the variable we have to find. So this term, let it be here. Let it transform the 17 to the next side. It will become as 6p is equal to 9. If you transform it, it will become a subtraction, right? Minus 17. So 6p is equal to 9 minus 17. So it's a 8. And the minus sign is the greater, but the minus sign is on the greater number side. So it is a minus 8. Right? And now the 6 and p is in a multiplication, right? 6p means it's in a nothing, it's a 6 into p. So while transform this side, so the multiplication will become a division. So p is equal to minus 8 divided by 6. So what is the common factor here? The 2. So 2 table can be cancelled. 2 tables 6 3 times and 8 4 times. So p is equal to negative 4 by 3. Right? So here we go for some word problem. If you subtract 1 by 2 from a number and multiply the result by 1 by 2, you get 1 by 8. What is that number? So number is not given. So we have to assume that number as a x. Let the number be x. So next we have to create a linear equation according to the condition given in the question. So according to the question, the condition is if you subtract half from a number. First condition is if you subtract half from a number. So we have to subtract half from the number we consider as x. So x minus 2 we are going to subtract. Then and multiply the result by 1 by 2. So after subtracting we will get some result. So let I put it as a bracket. So total from this result we have to multiply the 1 by 2. So let me multiply 1 by 2 with this. Then you will get 1 by 8. You will get means not, it is nothing, just it will be equal to a 1 by 8. If you solve this side, we will getting a right hand side. So that's a equal to 1 by 8. So if we solve this linear equation, we will get a one solution for the variable. And you can see the entire chapter will dealing only with one variable. That way the topic is a linear equation in one variable. So let me solve this. Right. So if you bring this to that side, it will become x minus 1 by 2. So this is a one term and this is a one term. If the multiplications go there, it will be division. So is equal to 1 by 8. Even though you can take multiple by the taking reciprocal. It's here it is in a denominator. While going to numerator, and it will become a denominator. Right. So into 2 by 1. Clear? Just a reciprocal it can be. So now this 2 and 8 can be cancelled and it will become a 1 by 4. So x minus 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 4. And now, so it's a 1 by 2 here is subtracted from the x. So if you bring that side, it will become an addition. So x is equal to 1 by 4 plus 1 by 2. Now here we have to take an LCM. So by seeing this, we can take the 4 is an LCM because 2 is the factor of the 4. So just by multiplying 2 here, multiplying a 2 here, so here also become a 4. So now the denominator will be same, right? Then we can add a numerator. So the first term will be the same, 1 by 4. If you multiple 2 here, 1 into 2 is 2 by 2 2s are 4. Now it is same. So x is equal to 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 by 4. And 3 by 4 is the number that required. The question they asked, what is that number, right? 3 by 4. Therefore the number is 3 divided by 4. So here we go for the next word problem. The perimeter of a rectangle swimming pool is 154 meter. Its length is 2 meter more than twice its breadth. What are the length and breadth of the pool? So it is given the perimeter value and length is given in terms of the breadth. 2 meter more than twice the breadth. So the condition for length is given, but for breadth nothing is given. So let me consider x for the breadth. So length can be expressed in terms of the breadth, right? So let breadth be x meter. Unit is very, very important. So what is the length? So length is given 2 meter more than means addition, right? So 2 plus twice its breadth. Twice means 2 times. So 2 times what is the breadth value? X. 2 times the x. So it's also meter, right? So 2 meter more than, more is an addition, and twice its breadth. Twice means multiplication. 2 times the breadth. 2 times the breadth. Breadth I consider x. So 2x. The another condition is given. Perimeter of the rectangular swimming pool is 154. So perimeter is equal to 154. So what is the perimeter formula for the rectangle? 2 into L plus B is equal to 154. What is length here? 2 plus 2x and breadth is x. Just substitute there. 2 into 2 plus 2x plus x is equal to 154, right? This is the length and this is the breadth. So now we solve this equation, we will be getting a value. So if 2, it is in the multiplication, right? If we transform to that side, it will become a division. And here the 2 plus 2x plus x is a 3x. So 2 plus 3x is equal to 154 divided by 2. So 2 plus 3x is equal to 154 divided by 2. We can cancel in the 2 table, right? 2 factors. It's for an 77, right? Now we'll solve for an x. So let me this term be here. Let me take a 2 here. It will be a subtraction. So 3x is equal to 77 minus 2. So if you subtract, we will be getting a 75. 3x is equal to 75. And the value of x, let me solve here. So 3 is a multiplication. If you transform this, it will become a division. So x is equal to 75 by, once again, 75 by 3. So the 3 table, the 75 comes for an 25 times, right? So the value of x is equal to 25. So value of x is nothing but a breadth. So therefore breadth is 25 meter. And what about the length? And length is 2 plus 2 more than the breadth, right? So this expression. So and length equal to, and length is 2 plus 2x. So 2 times 25 is a 50. So 2 plus 50 is a 52 meter. We go for the next problem. 3 consecutive integer add up to 51. What are these integer? So consecutive means continuous number. So if you consider the first integer as a 2, next will be 3 and followed by the 4. If you consider as a minus 5, then the next is minus 4 minus 3. So 3 consecutive number, but we don't know what is that integer. For just example, I said that number. So let me consider first number as a x, right? So let 3 consecutive integer be, the first I will consider as a x, then what will be the next one? So next is a plus 1, right? So x plus 1 and x plus 2. So next, if we add up to 51, so according to the question it says to add up to 51. So if we add, it will get a 51. So x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 51. So x plus x, we will get a 3x plus 2 plus 1 is 3 is equal to 51. If you transform 3 this side, it will become a subtraction. So 51 minus 3. So 3x is equal to 48, right? 51 minus 3 is a 48. And the 3 will become a division. Since it is multiplication in LHS, when you come to RHS, it will become a division. And in the 3 table, whether 48 will present? Yes. How much time? 16, right? So the first integer is a 16. What is the next integer, consecutive integer? 17. And next is the 18. So therefore the consecutive integers are 16, 17 and 18. So here we go for the next word problem. The ages of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their age will be 56 years. What are their present age? So the age is given in the ratio. So ratio means, so each, when we consider the common ratio as a x, then the Rahul age will be the 5x and Harun age will be the 7x, right? Ratio means just it will, there will be something common, 5x and 7x, right? Even 10:14 can also represent in the 5:7, right? 10:14. So the common is a 2. We can represent the 5:7. So we don't know. So what is the ratios between their age, right? So let us consider the x, and therefore let Rahul age be 5x. So we are considering the common ratios as x. And what about the Harun age? Harun age will be the 7x. Right? So according to the question, 4 years later. So 4 years later, what will be the Harun's age? Let me write 4 years later. So 4 years later, what will be the Rahul's age? It will be less. 4 years will be less, right? So just nothing, 5x minus later, next later, their age will be the increasing. So 4x plus 4. So 4 years will be increasing. If our age is now 15, the 4 years later our age will be the 19. the same. The Rahul's age is 5x, the 4 years later 5x plus 4. And the Harun's age will be the 7x plus 4, right? So 4 years later, sum of their age will be 56 years. Sum means addition. So if you add their age, it will be a 56. So according to question, 4 years later, if you add this both, the age will be the 56. 5x plus 4, we are adding to the 7x plus 4, it leads to the 56. So 5x plus 7x is 12x, 4 plus 4 is the 8, which is equal to 56. If 8 bring, it will be a subtraction. So 12x is equal to 56 minus 8, and 12x is equal to 56 minus 8 is a 48. And the 12 is in the multiplication, so it will be it will bring a division in the next side. So x is equal to 48 by 12. So 12 factors, right? 48, how much times? 4 times. So x is a 4. So we have found only the common ratio, but they asked to find what is the percentage. So we have to substitute here. So what will be the Rahul's percentage? 5 4s are 20, right? X we found as a 4, so 5 4s are 20, and the Harun's age will be the 7 4s are 28. So therefore Rahul's age will be 5 into 4 is equal to 20 years, right? The unit is very important here. They given it is in the years, so we have to write the years at the last. So then Harun's age will be 7x, right? So 7 into 4, which is equal to 28 years. So next problem, Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency note of denomination rupees 100, rupees 50, rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of the numbers of these notes is 2:3:5. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. How many notes of each denomination does she have? So I think the new word you're learning here is a denomination. Denomination you can find in the bank or post office where you will pay the money. You can see like an 2000 into 500 into 100 into 50 into 20 into 10 into and coins. Something it mentioned, and it will be like to fill to pay the amount. Have you seen like this? So denomination mentioning about the currency that we are paying. So how many notes is, if we have we are going to pay 2000, we will pay fill 1 and 2000, and if you know there is no other amount, we will strike and write total as a 3000. So this is called the denominations we can find in the bank. So here it's given each 100 rupees and 50 rupees and 10 rupees notes are in the ratio of a 2x 5 3x 2:3:5. That's common ratio. If we consider as a x, then it will be a 2x 3x and 5x. So let number of notes rupees 100, how much? Rupees 100 is a 2, right? So 100 is a 2x, and for 50 it's a 3. Rupees 50 rupees note, they will be having a 3x notes, and the 10 rupees notes they having a 5, that's a 5x, right? So number of note rupees 100 is a 2x, and the rupees 50 they have a 3x notes, and rupees 10 they have a 5x notes. So the next given is the total cash with Lakshmi is a 4 lakhs. So the given the total is the 4 lakhs. So for 100 they have a 2x note. If you consider this as a 100, they have a 2x note, right? And 50 they have a 3x note, and 10 there are a 5x number of notes. So this is the denomination, and this is a number of note, this is a total amount. So they have a total 2000. So for totally how many rupees there in the 100 rupees note? So 100 into 2x, right? That is 200x, right? So like that we have to do. Totally they will be having a 100 into 2x, right? So 100 into 2x, 20. So according to the question, let me write here first term 200x. So next 50 they have a 3x. So 50 into 3x. 50 into 3x, how much there will be there? 150x, right? So 150x. So totally they are adding 150x also, plus then 10 rupees the 5x. 10 is a 5x, and then it will, there will be a 50x rupees. 50x. So the total the given, it is a 4 lakhs. Right? So this 200 I consider for an example, but in the question it is given a 4 lakh. Right? Now it is a linear. If we solve, we will get. So 200 plus 150 plus 50 is a 400x. So 400x is equal to 4 lakh. And if we divide, we will be getting a 400, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 4 for a 1 times. So x is equal to how much? 1000. So the common ratio is the 1000. But we have to find how many notes each denomination does she have. So how many notes does 100 have, 50 have, 10 have. So 100 have 2x. So x is 1000. So 100 will be a 2000. So therefore, number of rupees 100 note is 2 into 1000, that is a 2000 notes. So number of rupees 50 notes, how much is the given? It's a 3x, right? So 3x is 1000, so 3 into 1000 is a 3000, right? And the number of rupees 10 rupee note is how much? You can see it's a 5x. So x is 1000, so 5 into 1000, it's a 5000. Clear? So here we go for the next word problem. The organizer of an essay competition decides that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. Total prize money distributed is rupees 3000. Find the number of winners if the total number of participants is 62. So it is given total participant is 62. So let me consider the winner as a x. So let number of winners be x. Then what about the number of participants who does not win? So therefore, the number of participants who did not win will be what? 63 minus x, right? Because totally there is a 63. If x members win, then 63 minus x will be the not winning the game, right? So consider 10 participants are there. If 6 members are the winner and the balance is the 4, that's not a 10 minus 6. The 4 is the participants who does not win, who didn't win, right? So the winner is x and the participant who does not win is 63 minus x. And according to the question, it is given the winner of the competition gets a prize of 100. So how many winners are here? X winners. So how many amounts they will be distributing? 100x, right? If there is a 1 winner, 100 will be given. If there are 2 winner, 200. 3 winner, 300. If x winners, x times the 100. X times 100 is a 100x. We will not write x 100. Normal notation is a variable in the second and number in the first. And they gave the prize to who does not win also. The participant who does not win also gets a 25, right? And because the total is the 3000, so winner will get an 100x plus the participant who does not win get a 25. So how many number of participants are there that who does not win? 63 minus x, right? So 25 rupees is given to the 63 minus x participant. So total amount is 3000, right? Now it is a linear equation. We can solve and we will get a value. and so it will be 100x plus the 25 will multiple on the both terms. So 25 into 63, it will become a 1575, and plus into minus is a minus. 25 into x is a 25x is equal to 3000. So 100x minus 25x is, that's a 75x plus 1575 is equal to 3000, and 1775 you 575 if you bring this side, it will become a subtraction. So 75x is equal to 3000 minus 1575. so if we subtract, we will be getting a 1425, right? So x is equal to, it's a multiplication, so it will become a division. 1425 divided by a 75. Okay, 75 tables, 1425 will be up here, right? It's for 19 times. So x is equal to 19, right? So the winner is a 19. Hence, therefore, because x we consider as the winner, and the question is also find the number of winner. So therefore, number of winners is 90. Thank you.